Board games, it's what I'm talking about. Board games, I'm not gonna shout. Board games, it's what we're playing tonight. Word games, do you have a pen to write? I am gonna start this streaming with a little bit of singing. And now I'm going to say hello and how do you do to pray. I hope that you are very well. If you are or if you're not, either way you can tell me. Today, and there's a person known as Aquasulis, and I've already rhymed their name with bliss because it's appropriate, because they make me feel good. Just like the wonderful dinner I had before, because I like food. We are going to today play a game which is marginally more complicated than Nano Muckle and Micro Muckle, which you played before. This is called Balansabell. You've got to go backwards and also forwards. Anyway, do this. Oh yeah, Aquasulis. I can do this with Aquasulis, yeah. Anyway, so hello and welcome to everyone. Hello, Prey, it's lovely to see you. And I hope that you're generally doing well. And as you know, whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to click that. It is Tip-Top Tabletop Tuesdays, 8 p.m. UK time. And today we are playing Balansabell. I was trying to work out if I could get my two-camera setup working, just so that you can see a little bit of what's going on. I mean, it's always going to be a little bit easier if you can sort of see me, right? See the paper and see what's going on. So let's try and raise this camera and do that. And then, hey presto, as if by magic, you will see the things that are appearing later on. So let's start off with some introductions. You know me, I am Bez, and a bit of info that I am going to give you is that I like purple. I like purple so much that back in the day, if you go to Newgrounds, so also, you know what, this is actually, I didn't realize that to be getting into this. I used to be called Bezman, and I've been called Bez for many years. And back when I was smaller, people just call me, hey, Bezman, how are you doing? As if it was like some token of respect or something. It was like slightly smaller children. And I think, you know, it was genuinely as a sign of respect. And then it just became, you know, maybe people like 1 or 2 years younger than me. And then I adopted it as an internet name because that became something that was basically always available, because Bez was never available. So it was Bezman. But now, like, I've got stuff by Bez, and I actually deleted my old Board Game Geek account because they don't let you change the name, because I just didn't want to have that up again with that obvious, you know, like you just accept these things when you're younger. Do you know what I mean? You don't think about, oh, does this fit my identity? What is my identity? What do these words mean? And so, yeah, that is my story. That's shared a little bit more maybe than I intended to. And what else? Yeah, the last thing, tell me, and what is the last thing that you ate? The last thing that I ate was a blueberry cake given to me by my friend Layla. I'm just going to move this lamp I think that's a wee bit better, so you can see my face a wee bit sharper. So yeah, the last thing I ate was a blueberry cake. It was like a quarter of a cake. It was like a big chunk, and I probably should have split it into two and kept half of it, half of my massive portion. It was delicious. It was moist. Thank you, Layla. Anyway, what was the last thing you ate? And Alex has recently eaten one of their biggest apples ever seen. And hello, Runa. How are you? We are just introducing ourselves, and I'm just asking everyone to talk about the last thing that they ate. So tell me, what's the last thing you ate? Wow, easily 5 inches across, says Alex about their apple. But yeah, I hope that you're all doing well. Tonight, I should have the banner up actually. We are going to be playing Balansabell, which is a game where you need to write words going left, yep, and right. So you're making words. You might be starting in the middle and going backwards. And so you might be kind of writing words backwards and forwards, if that makes sense. It's a bit hard to wrap your head around. It's not that difficult a game, but I'll just start off by doing a wee bit of shuffling whilst everyone shares whatever they want, and I will put in, whoops, I meant to actually do, sorry about this. I've got some instructions that I wrote earlier, and wow, Alex felt like they were in New York because of the Big Apple. Prey just finished eating flan. And yeah, indeed, what kind of flan? I mean, there's a good variety. And Runa ate pasta with salmon and leek and mushrooms. Oh my gosh, that sounds pretty awesome. I love leek and mushroom. Those are some of my favorite vegetables. Mushrooms and leeks and aubergines. Bananas and mangoes and tangerines. I like some food and I like it a lot. Tell me what other food you got. No, I don't need the recipe, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying I'm going to make the food. Put all of that food into my pot. Oh, that's a good rhyme. Nice. Honestly, how would I put this? If I'm going to cook, I'm going to cook with the minimal amount of effort. So if I have to follow a recipe, that kind of adds effort. So stick around, and after this game, I will tell you about my recent achievements of the meal that I made. I mean, if you were part of Runa's stream, you might have already heard about it. Okay, so this game, you only use 21 cards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. This game, let me move the camera. There. There. Okay, I think creme caramel. Senorico from Aldi's. Oof, that sounds lovely. Yeah. Okay, so is everyone ready to hear about how to play Balansabell? If you've not played Balansabell, this is the way that it works. You're going to have to write 21 letters in a line. You want to start off in the middle. O or U. You might even want to go, you know what? I'm going to change this. I'm going to fold this paper this way because this game, this requires a long line. So, yep, I'm going to draw an O or a U, and this is a letter that's going to be in the middle of a word potentially. So as you grab more and more letters, each letter will either be put on the left of the line or on the right of the line. You can never slot words higgledy-piggledy into the middle. At the end of the game, you can get a pencil or something and draw a circle around all the actual words you made. Words are allowed to overlap by one letter only. no more. But they can overlap by less. I mean, they can overlap by 0 letters, like overlapping. So yeah, no more, but possibly less. Anyway, at the end, the way you score in 2 ways. You score for your second biggest word, not your biggest, but your second biggest word. So you need to balance your biggest with your second biggest word. The other way you score is how many letters you have here. That's where not gobble-de-gook, because remember, you scribble off any gobble-de-gook, and how many letters you had on this side. So the ideal score is 10 for the side, because we are playing with 21 cards, plus, I don't know how long I guess you could make, in theory, an 11-letter word. So the hypothetical maximum is 21, but I don't see how anyone's going to achieve that. I think the best we've managed to get is 16. So maybe Alex will beat us all and get more than 16. Anyway, as it says down below, you are allowed to use 3 wild cards during this game. So you could start off with a wild card. A wild card is instead of one of the letters. But yeah. Does that all make sense? Let me know if you have any questions. So O or U, first letter, I've chosen O. Second letter, A or J. Oof. So A or J, or indeed a wild card, to the left or to the right. How are you going to do this? I'm going to do OA. Oh man, this pen's kind of broken. That's not good. So that could be or, bore, boost, boasting. But you could have had J on the left. That could have been jotter. So remember, if it was JO, you're still writing your words are still going to be read left to right. It's just that you're going to be starting off writing the later letters first and then going back to the earlier letters. I hope that makes sense. Oof. E or W? I'm going to go with that. E or W. So this might be the day when everyone wins, or it might not. Okay, so next one. O or V? O or V? So it's obvious that you might want to take the vowel, but on the other hand, yeah, I'm not going to lie, the V isn't that great in general, but it's up to you, I've got something in mind here. I've been thinking like below or bestow or bedfellow. T or C? I'm still going to work backwards, bearing in mind that I will have to work forwards later on. So T or C, Tom Cauldron's favorite card. It's all about tender care. Are you ready for the next one? Should I lift the camera up a wee bit, by the way? Would that be better? Prey asks, can woe be spelt without the H? I am not totally sure. I would, if you've got online, just because it takes me a little bit longer to check up for everyone, go to Merriam-Webster or Collins English, whatever you think is an appropriate dictionary. And, you can double check it that way. It's totally fine to check all the words that you want, as long as you keep up. And I will tell you as we go forward. So we are 5 cards through the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 21. And the next one is R or D. R or D. Oof. This is really dire for me. I am thinking that there is a word, W-O-A-D. Just going to very quickly check. Try and the woad, I think it's a type of, yep, the plant. It's not the best word, but yep, the Celtic blue dye. There you go. That's why Alex is always winning these games, because Alex has a good vocabulary. Nice. So RRD, yeah. Remembering days when we used to have N or H. N or H. So if you want to use the H after woe, you could put it in now. Bento, bestow. Oof. I might do a little asterisk, a little star. So remember, you can 3 times during the game draw a little star, and that is like a wild card. So I don't know if this is a good time because we're barely a quarter of the way through, but see what it is. Now, how are you doing? There's my H, says pray. Hey. Yeah, you've always got 2 directions to go in this game. It's not in the other ones where you've got like different lines all coming from the... Oof. I or L. This is indeed looming in front of me, and I do not know what to choose. So here I'm still thinking of bestow. Like I could just circle that because that is my... And I'm thinking, okay, I could go dinner, dingus, I was going to say diplodocus, but you know, there's other words starting with DI. Anyway, I or L. S or D. Oh. Discussing, disgusting, disputing. Alex says they have 6 points. I don't think that's possible. So remember, the points that you get are for, you get the length of your second longest word and the length of your second longest line. So if we were to stop right now, then I would say, okay, so S-T-O, oh yeah. Okay, I would say is a word. Oh yeah, actually, now I look at it, I've got a lot more because stow is potentially a thing. And 3 points for second longest line, 3 points for second longest word. Oh yeah, that sounds correct. But it's all about growing that second longest word. You know, you're going to blow us all out of the water, and don't you deny it. Don't you deny it, you sadistic demon, Alex. Okay, now's the time for terrible matters to happen. I'm thinking distaste, distant, distill. But okay, so have we told the majesty of them? By which I mean of Alex, and I'm just hyping up Alex too much maybe at this point. But so that was T or M for the last card. The next card is S or X. It's the only way. S or X. Oof. Oh. This is not a good card. I mean, S, if it comes out at the right time, S is such a helpful vowel, but come on. I mean, people say, oh, it's the only way, SX, but no, this is not the only way. I think there are plenty of other ways that you could go in life. You don't need to go to Essex, you know, seriously. There are other options. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to use my second star. At least it keeps my options open. If I get a couple of L's, that will be pretty good. We'll see what happens. S or X. Next card is E or L. Boom. Oh, no. Okay, so everybody loves this card, but how are you going to use it? Because I could use it for bestow, because E comes to carry on backwards for the word bestow, or I could use it for distill. Okay, I'm going to go here just because I think that there's less chance of getting a B. So just in case a B comes up, I want to make sure that I'm able to take advantage of it. That's how I'm going. And so I hope that everybody's, living well and entertained. Anyway, E or L, E or L. Next card. And we are 8 cards to go, I think. I or C. Oof. That is not what I wanted. Oh, I or C. Can I continue? Can I? I cannot. Terrible. Oh well. I'm just going to use my final wild card for the B. And there it is. I've used all 3 of my wild cards. I don't know how you're doing with your wild cards. Remember, you've got 3 to use during the whole game, and there's 8 more cards. So let me, hold on, I'm going to raise this. Tell me, is this a slightly better viewpoint than it was before? Because you get to see it maybe more clearly. Anyway. And so that was I or C. The next card is R or W. Oof. Okay, now is the time when I want to start thinking about the length of my 2 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need to put a little bit more into the back than into the front, but I'm fairly balanced. I'm feeling okay. So R or W. And Alex has got a wild card left. That's good going. A or M. Boom. Okay. A. Taking advantage of those vowels when I can. It's a magnificent opportunity. Average, maybe. Maybe awesome. Maybe awkward. S or G. Oh. Sab. Gab. Gab. Oh, the gift of the gab. Oh, boom. S or G. How are you going to place this? And this is sadly gelatinous. If you were to find a cube and then you thought, maybe this is a friendly cube that could be a companion, but then you find out, no, this is not a friendly cube. This is sadly gelatinous. Anyway, so just to remind myself, I'm going to do bestow, because remember, you can only overlap 1, and that is the gift of the gab. So you see how I'm making my words here. Got O or C. O or C. And yes, Pray, the wild card cannot be 2 different letters. So here it had to be B because I had to do it as bestow. Here it had to be B because it's gift of the gab. So no, it cannot be 2 different letters for the 2 different words. Alex is completely correct. So O or C. Og, I guess there's some stuff that could go there, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, just to remind myself that there's only 1 more, 6, 7, so 3 more spaces on this side. Okay, we're getting to the clear off, we're getting to the end, you might say. N or F. Okay, I'm really waiting for a T. Otherwise, I am a bit going to be a bit unhappy. But now all we've got is N or F. Hopefully we will never fail. And Alex is also looking for some very specific letters, same as me. So N or F. Everyone ready? 3 cards remaining. 3 cards. Yes! Sorry. Do you see how long I was waiting for that T? I mean, it took a while, but it finally came up just at the perfect time. T or G. That was great timing. Great timing. And now I've got distort. Great timing. So yeah, T or G. Can you get tones? So A or L. A or L. So at this point, I mean, basically, you've always got 6 options. Oh, hello, it's Tom Cauldron. I was talking about you earlier because I saw this TC card and then I said, oh, this is Tom's favourite card. We're just playing Balansabell and I'm just about to finish the game. I'm hoping I'm getting a good score, but we will see. And then we can play again if you want to join in. But it is A or L. This is the penultimate card. There is literally only 1 card left. So I hope everyone is ready for the final card. After A or L, I do not know what's going to come up. It is R or M. Well, in that case, I'm going to do that. I could personally have either done R for the word tar, or I could have done M for the word am. Either of those would have worked. And so that was R or M as the final card. And now, to count up the score, I don't have any gobble-de-gook. I'm really happy about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I did have 10 letters on each side, which means I get 10 points for that. Secondly, I'll look at my 2 longest words. Bestow is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and distort is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 6 points for that, which makes 16. I'm happy with that score. I'm very happy with that. And Alex, just going to sugar mine up there so people can see it. Got rag, ard, guard. What's that second word? Ragar? Is that a word? Dirt. Oh, agar. Dirt. 2. Oath. O and second. That seems pretty good. So agar 1, 2, 3, 4 is your second longest, as is oath. Is that correct? So if you manage to balance the 2 sides, then you would have been able to get oh, those. Wait a minute. But you can only overlap 1 letter. Alex, you can only overlap 1 letter. So I don't see how you can make it quite work. Because, sorry about this, at the start I said you can overlap 1 letter, no more, but potentially less. Like you can overlap 0, but you can overlap a maximum of 1. I'm really sorry. But, you know, it still does work as everything. Except rag and agar doesn't quite work because yeah, unless ra is a word, but you'll still have gotten 9 for your second longest and then 4 for your second longest word, so that's 13, which, you know, for a first game, for a learning game, that's pretty good. And so yeah, how did everyone else get on? I hope that you enjoyed that game. Yep, rag might be a word. I will actually check it right now in Collins. I know it says definitely the Egyptian sun god. It's an abbreviation for a rear admiral or right ascension. I am not sure about that. you decide whether you think that it should be accepted. I'm not going to be the 15. Oh, gar is a type of fish. Nice. It's interesting because seeing how things come up, it's like, whoa, what am I even looking at? Table? To wo histor ron. Yep. Wow. These are words that I'm having trouble deciphering. It's funny, like how when you just squish them all together, it's like, whoa, what am I even looking at? So Alex says rag, gar, dirt, to oath, ho, second. That would be, if that's 10 on both sides and 4 for your second longest. Yep, absolutely, that is correct. And Matt, alert, oh, to wo is tron. So yeah, that is the end of the game. I hope that makes sense. And so yeah, let me know, what did you think? Did you enjoy it? And I think we've got bits of time to play a second quick game, and I hope that might stick around. And yeah, feel free to let me know what you thought. Matt alerts Towo, his star's son. His star. Oh, so there was an S that you'd missed when you kind of typed that up. Okay. Yep, you left out an S. Okay. No, that's a pretty good score, 15. That's just one below me, and I've played it quite a few times. So yeah, good going. Nice work, Prey. Now, while I am redealing, everyone say, what's the last thing that you did that you feel any smidgen of pride for? The last thing that I did that I feel a bit of pride in is my meal. So I went out, I did some shopping, I had to buy milk for the house, and I was buying instant noodles, right? Because I was just like, okay, I don't have the energy to cook. But then I saw these other noodles that they were like, okay, you can just put them in water or just put them in the pan. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And then I had some onions, I chopped up the onions, and then it was just the onions with some sauces, with a bit of tinned kimchi, with a bit of packaged tofu, and then fresh udon noodles on top. It was really good. I was really chuffed with myself, and I felt boom. And so that was a recent thing that I did that I felt some pride in. So let me know, did you do something recently that you felt, man, I enjoyed that? What was the last time that you cooked? Did you manage to get out today, maybe? I don't know. Let me know how you're generally getting on. Prey's recent achievement is unstopping the toilet. That's a pretty important thing. I mean, yeah, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And when you do it, yeah, like, well done for doing that dirty job. Do you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Hello. Thank you everyone for... Oh no, actually it's just Xate. But hello, Xate, it's lovely to see you. And Tom poached an egg and didn't make egg soup. Well done, Tom. So yeah, if everyone is ready to play for the second game, I am going to start. I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 cards here. And there's no just Xate. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I saw the first couple of minutes of that. How was that stream? Let me know. So I'm going to start off this thing, and hopefully everyone who's in chat who wants to play already knows how to play. And we are starting off with T or H. What do you think would be a better card? I'm already regretting my choice. I mean, H, you can go with CH, SH. I mean, to be fair, T, you can go with a few things after it. Both of them, you can go with vowels before or after. I don't know, but I would normally start off with the top letter. I almost don't feel, but, and, oh, that's so lovely. Alex played a simplified version of Formula D with the boys today. Made Alex proud. Next card, I or Q. I or Q, okay. Oof. But this, okay. I'm going backwards. I've got to word already, it, but you know, I could extend that. That could become a pretty good word. And I'll quit quickly, in fact. Or maybe not. I or Q. Sorry. N or Z. Oof. N or Z. Oh, man. N or Z. I don't know where to put this. I don't feel as confident about this game. I've already been thrown off. I'm just like, what am I doing with this? Knitting. Oh, mine. Could I? Wait, I could do knitting. Oh, yes. I'll see how the cards come out. E or Y. N-I-T-T-E-T. Knitted. Okay. Oh, wait. That has... boring. E or Y. Everybody, you enjoy your letter, I hope. E or Y. E or Y. Oh. Oh, hello, Dutch Yoda. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope that you enjoyed your game. And how did it go? Oof. 10. Potten. Patten. Ditten. Ratten. Ratten. Oh, ratten. Ratten is a word. Flatten. Sat. Oh, Dutch Yoda was playing that Neuroshima Hex by Portal Games and lost by 5 points. That sounds fairly close. But at least it was an enjoyable game. That is, of course, the most important thing. Oh, not... If I'd had the K... Okay, I am going to circle the words. Circling the word doesn't actually do anything in the middle of the game. It's just, remember, you can overlap a maximum of one letter between different words. And I'm just circling it at this point to remind myself how I'm doing. And yeah, maybe that's a kind of game that I'll have now so that people can see what not to do in this game. Next word is R or L. Barton, cards. Oh, bit. Mert, tell. Oh, I'm really languishing. Really livid. Not great letters. A or G. A or G. Again. Going. Oh. Pat. 10. Oh. I don't see a good opportunity to make a really long word here. You know what? I'm just going... Oh, elastic. I could go elastic. That would be pretty good. Yep, elastic. Remember, you don't have to overlap anything if you don't want to. E or P. Oh, yes, and you do get, remember, free wildcards. Free wildcards. Boom. I'm just going to do it. Wildcard. E or P. Everyone, promise me you're okay. Let me know if I'm ever going too fast for you. I try to play quite so. Oh no, I hate this. It's so annoying when I use a wild card and it's boom, that comes out next. But hey ho, that's the way it goes. Austin, Aston, Beaston, Marston, Fasten, Fasten. Fasten would be a good word. So S or H. Shh. You don't have to tell me how you are getting on, but oh, hello Panda. I hope that you're doing well. And yeah, we're playing a game, a word game where you work backwards and forwards, and you try to balance your your second longest side and your second longest word. Hey, wait a minute. Have I think I made a mistake. Balance your rows. Yep. There we go. Balance your rows as well as your two longest words. But yeah, it's lovely to see you, and thank you for popping in. And feel free to lurk. And Tom seems to be not entirely sure what's going on there, but it seems promising. R or H. So I am finding this one really hard. I don't know whether I used all my brain cells the first time around and now I'm just tired or what, but yeah. So I've pretty much shifted myself into a corner. I've cornered myself. I've got to have faster and elastic. So I'm going to go with the second wild card here just to get this finished. R or H. When I'm struggling which wild card to use, I either go for which letter is less available, and both of these are actually pretty common, so it's not great to use a wild card. But if I ended up having to use yet another wild card, then at least here I would have finished the word, if you see what I mean. So 10 cards left. A or L. Oh my gosh, it's happened again. Using a wild card and then the letter comes out that I'm using the wild card for, and now I don't know what to do. Oh, I could do listen. Oh, boom, listen. Oh, sorry, I was so focused on fastening things that I didn't take time to listen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's lovely after all. It's always lovely. And listen. Boom. I'm quite excited by that. Yes. Sorry. So 9 cards left. R or M. Oof. Stick. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to remind myself that I only want to have 3 more letters, I'm just going to mark off spots. And I will put an R here. Because that could be furl, it could be curl, it could also be for, F-O-R. R or M. So really moving on, A or W. A or W. Where will it arrive? Will you put it on the back or on the right? In my situation, I really need the T to be here for elastic, but yep, we're doing okay. War. What is it good for? It's good when you need a 3-letter word. The word game. N or F. So nobody's fooled, I hope. This game is for, noisy people, maybe not, but I hope it's a form of fun. And so that's N or F. Should I lift up the camera a tiny bit, maybe? Does that work well? Yeah, that seems good. Alas. T or G. Okay, I don't have to use my final wild card yet. T or G. This is going terrifically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm only on track to get 16 again, which is still a pretty good score, but it's not an improvement. But I'm still feeling like, okay, 16 is like really solid. Okay, let's see if I can actually manage to do that. I mean, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. R or B. Well, I basically need to put everything onto the right. Otherwise, I am, yep. Otherwise, I'm already losing points because I'm not balancing my two lines. Remember, you want to balance the left and you want to balance the right. You want to balance your two longest words. And so now I'm thinking, oh, do I use my wild card? Because if I use my wild card for the I, that seems like a waste. And if I use my wild card here and then a C doesn't come up, then I don't have elastic anyway. But Ttttt, I don't see any way other than using a wild card and just hoping beyond hope that I get to C. It's not going to happen, but we'll see. Last tape. Okay, so if I give, so it might be that I have to scribble out some gobble-de-gook at the end of the game. So I might have last toes. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's all gone to pot. It's so bad. It is so bad. It's screaming, bah, bah, bah. And I'm thinking, what on earth am I doing? I'm just going to, yeah, last task. Okay, I'll just do that. O or F? Yeah, I think last. I think I could do lasts, so at least that gives me one more point. And then O or F. Well, now I've run out of my wild cards, and so I've just got to hope that these two last cards turn up in a way that I can manage to do this. And hello, Vampire Fliegermaus. The name of this game is Balansabell. So, oh man, I could have done lattes. Oh man, oh, but now I feel like I'd be cheating if I did lattes. Oh my gosh. Tom's just told me that I could do lattes. Lattes would be so good. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not. Yeah, okay, I could have done lattes, but I didn't. But yeah. So I'm just going to see what the final two cards come out. A or P. So okay. A or P. It's particularly awkward. You just have one line. You can only go left or right, and you can't start up new words just randomly like you can in mini muckle or micro muckle or nano muckle. And that's a bit of time, and then you feel, okay, I've done badly and I regret some of the choices that I made, but let's go. O or H. Okay, I do allow one letter words. AH. That works anyway. So, and and scribble off the E because E is not a valid word. And so I've got 9 on this side plus 10 on that side. So I score 9 for the second longest side. Sorry, I'll do black again. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have only scored 14 for that round. But, oh, I'm wondering if I can find a Danish version since we have more letters. I didn't realize that you had more letters in Danish. Like, if it's just the umlauts, what I normally do for German and French is just pretend that the O is like all the possible O's. So you could do the O with the umlaut or the E with the accent if you get an E. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I normally go. So the extra letters are the AE, the O with the line through it, and the A with a circle. I mean, honestly, I would just, house rule it. Say that, okay, if you're playing in Danish, you can use an O as that O with the line through it, and you could use the A as the A with the circle, and maybe the AE. Like, would it work that you put A and then E as 2 letters, or would that not work? Yeah, sometimes if we're playing words games, it can be difficult to know what's spam and what's not. Anyway, so yeah, if you want a copy of the ELL deck, do go to stuffbybez.bigcartel.com. Let me actually... Oh, I don't have my thing here, but yeah, you can buy a print and play. Anyway, so that is what I have for listen, knit, lasts, so, and and I score 14 as we went over that already. And let's look at Tom, who got hood, dragon, nice, dragon, that's a good word. Knit, yelp, and shafts, shafts, yep, that is indeed 6. So Tom got 16 points. I think that 16 is just like the upper limit. Like one day someone's going to get 17 points, and then we need to have a real celebration. Aquasulis. Oh, Pop. Oh man, these are really hard to. I'm going to read praise because praise telling me his start 10 knit traps share and era. So your second longest there is 5 letters, and if you manage to balance the 2 sides, then I guess you got 15 points. Oh wait, oh my gosh, what are all these short words at the start, Alex? I don't understand. Op is a word, I think. But Obama isn't a word, is it? Is Obama a word? I mean, but destiny, herrings, that is amazing. Destiny, herrings. That would give you 17 but I just don't understand what Obama is. And mad or pob, is pob a word? Okay, so is pob a word? I'm going to look it up on the thing. POB. Pob, abbreviation for post office box. Huh. I assume that's what you were going for. Pob. Op, oh, bam, mad, destiny, herrings. Wow, that is seriously impressive. So, Alex, I think no, you can't. No, you can't put names. That was why I was confused, because I thought, it was Obama, but it wasn't Obama. It was bam, and mad. because you can use one letter in 2 words. You can't use 2 consecutive letters in 2 words, so the words can only overlap by 1. But yeah, that is amazing. Congratulations. And here I was, like, just talking about how 16 was like the winning score. It's like, and then Alex comes in and crashes it with 17. That's amazing. I just can't get over that. Wow. Congratulations. Seriously, well done. Now, I guess it's time to wrap up. So feel free to tell me anything you're looking forward to, or tell me, yeah, like, let's have a recap, final thoughts. What did you think? So we played 2 games, and I did very well the first time because no one else knew how the game was played. So I had bestow and distort, and I had perfect balance on my 2 lines. I scored 16 second time around, did not do so well. And Tom came in. It was lovely to see Tom, and Alex and Prey improved themselves, and Alex just smashed it out of the park. So that was a smashing performance. Well done. I just can't get over. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. So that means that you have to put he or her and rings. Oh my gosh. So are you saying that you actually only got 15? Okay. So you only had 15. Okay. Okay. Well, 15 is still pretty good. Okay. Well, thank you for being honest. Thank you for telling us. We can still keep the dream alive. Yes, exactly. The elusive 17 is still to be attained. We can still do it one day. Maybe it will be me, maybe it will be you, I don't know, but one of us, we can still do it without any shenanigans. So yeah, thank you everyone. It's been lovely. Thank you, Runa, as always, for coming in. Thank you, yeah, everyone, for just popping in and being lovely. Thank you for Prey and Alex and Tom for popping in and playing along and keeping me company. I do agree, still well done anyway, Alex. Now, how do I normal? Oh yeah, so now I'm going into the. If you want to find me, stuffforbez.com, stuffforbez.bigcard.com. You can buy a DL deck, print and play version, or wait a few months, and you will get the categorical version. Which, where's the typography? This is the categorical version. Will be very colorful, but the letter shapes will look something like this. This is the A will be totally changed. That's not a good A. I've decided that, but this is like the last version that I anyway. It's the time before last anyway. So and Instagram.com/stuffbez, twitch.tv/stuffbez. Tomorrow I am streaming my first ever playthrough of Imperial Settlers, Roll and Write. Join my Discord. And yep, thank you everyone. And yeah, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. And there's not much to say. Oh, wow. Hello, Ross. This is lovely. I'm sorry, you caught me just as I'm finishing up. I've just been playing a game for the ELL deck called Balansabell. We all played it twice. And yeah, thank you very much. This is amazing. And so, yeah, I hope that you are all well. And I was just, if you want to find out my next streams, then look at stuffforbez.com/streams. And yeah, tomorrow, where is it? Tomorrow I am doing my first ever Let's Play, which I'm not going to get other people to play along like I normally do every Tuesday. It's just me playing and then discussing the game as I play it. Thursday, it's with Vincent Vergonjon, the designer of Zombie Tsunami and also the owner of the company that made Chronicles of Crime and many other games as Lucky Duck Games. And yeah, and yes, it is coming as soon as I can. Obviously, I am prioritizing some sort of health, but thank you so much. And there is, of course, as we wind down, there is only one thing that we have left to do. And that one thing left to do is to say bye, 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 bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Do. Bye, 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 bye. I hope you have a good night. Bye, 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 bye. And maybe see a little sight. Bye, 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 bye. You may be stuck in your home. Bye, 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 but the internet lets us roam. Bye, 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 bye. Now I'm gonna raid. Bye, 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 bye. Loozapalooza where songs are made. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. That A would probably look great with only one arrow, says Prey. Yeah, I'm just looking at. So I am going to raid Loozapalooza in time for it starting up, and oh, I'm just bye, 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 bye. This is the end of my wit. Bye, 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 bye. I'll stop before I start knitting. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Do, bye, 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 bye. I'm singing and I'll continue. Bye, 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 bye. I'm singing just for you. Do, bye, 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 bye. I promise this isn't the end. Bye, 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 bye. I'll be here tomorrow, my friend. Bye, 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 bye. This is now really the end. Bye, 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 dear friends. Bye, 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 bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.